Yep, leaf blower season again. Got a couple things wrong with this one. Says this tube keeps falling off. And a broke starter rope. A lot of times you see a broke starter rope, it might not even start. Welcome back to Rayleigh's Small Engines. I'm T-Bone. This is your Get to the Point channel. So we're gonna start out with some number 3.5 rope, number 1300 from Rotary, and a new handle, 1318. Let's see if we can fix it. Now these are pretty simple to do. Something like that broke right at the doggone, yep, right at the pulley. Cool. See if I can get this all nicer and neatened up in there. Now let's see if we can feed it up in the hole. A lot of times I'll go through the other hole, but give me a second and I'm gonna show you why I'm doing this different. See if I can get it up through there. Come on, you booger head. There we go. And let's tie us a little knot. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna find. It may not be anything else wrong with this thing. I don't know yet. This is a commercial customer. So, you know, it may be that this thing is just fine. Now I'm gonna put this on a round, fill this spool up, and then we'll wind it up and tighten it up after the fact. What do y'all think about that? How much we got there? Nobody knows. I'm getting tangled. Yeah, I think that should be perfect. Let's snip this bad boy off right here. And give her a little singe. All right, let's just stick this down through here. Just so like that. Feed this through. Put us a little double knot in here. Just so like that. That'll be plenty big enough. Now, so that little thing isn't hanging out, I always fold it and kind of put it down inside the handle when I stuff it in there. I always torch my knot. Does that help? Nobody knows. Y'all might know. Okay, so we got a floppy rope. Now, I'm just going to pull this around. See that little groove in the pulley right there. And then just hook this, pull it through. Let's give her a wrap-a-rooney. That's probably not enough. Let's go one more wrap-a-rooney. Y'all know what a wrap-a-rooney is? Just like that. That's plenty. All right. A little pull right there. And run these up. Now it's a simple question is, will it run? I know this guy, he runs the heck out of this equipment. Roger. All right, let's see if it'll run. Pull all this mess here off. I don't know what that was on there for. I don't really see anything wrong with the tube down here. Why do you have that on? It ain't new. Let me get this out of here. Golly. Duct tape. Fix anything. Like this screw out. See if we can get this thing back up in there. May have to take some more screws loose. which I am sure I'm gonna have to do now. Let me flip this thing. Thumbly. Hold on, you got to unloose the other screw too, T-Bone. Don't need it to fall all the way out, right? Probably better doing this on the doggone floor. My cart rolling. Am I even still on the screen? Well, let's go and loosen a couple more. I don't know how this thing got ripped out. Normally they don't come out. Let's try this way so I don't hit the camera. Oh, what a pain in the butt. Get up in there. If you're doing one of these, the extra hand would help. That's for sure. Get in there. It's close, man. The case is spreading apart. There we go. Uh-oh. I think we got him. Is it in there all the way? All right, somebody tighten the screws. Quick. Where's my gun? Ah! Can't reach it. Is it in there right? Can anybody see this screw? All right, is that in there right? Yeah, it's just going, it's too loose. Well, it won't stay, and I'll show you why. These two grooves right here are supposed to ride right inside here. This is supposed to be more of a ridge. Up underneath, you can feel it's pretty good, but it has done popped out so many times, the backside is slick and it won't hold it in place. So what I'm thinking about doing is call the customer, make sure it's okay with him. It ain't gonna really matter, but put the tube up there, maybe run a screw in the doggone thing. I don't know. Well, obviously this old machine, we're not gonna be replacing no housing. So I put 1, 2, 3 self-tapping screws. Customer ain't got no problem with that, as old as this thing is. Now, another thing that can happen on these, on the 4 mix models, if your valves are out of adjustment, your compression release won't work. Let's see if it'll fire up. Because these things are really hard to pull if they're not adjusted correctly. Let's see what's gonna happen. Well, that was easy enough fix, wasn't it, y'all? Just an example. Sometimes they're easy, sometimes they ain't. Thanks for tuning in to Rayleigh's Small Engines. I'm T-Bone. This is your Get to the Point channel. Leave some comments down below. Tell me what you think about that repair. Got to do what you got to do sometimes, because I'm sure I know that's a bunch of work and a bunch of money, and it ain't worth it. Hey, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Now, for those of you that's been following us, you know, part 1, part 2, part 3, we rebuilt an engine, and we said we were gonna put it on this, but I got this in here, and matter of fact, this engine, I'd already pulled it off, but this machine is just too far gone. Frozen up pulleys, frozen up spindles. It's just, it ain't worth putting that much money into, folks. For what we'll do though, that engine that we rebuilt, we'll save that and find another project to put that on later on. But hold on, I got one more update. Coming up on our other channel, T-Bone After Hours, we're gonna see if this is worth fixing. This was a free golf cart. It's a club car, DS. The best part about it is right there. So y'all make sure y'all go right on over to T-Bone After Hours and make sure you're subscribed to that channel also. I wonder, can we fix this thing? It's battery operated. It's a 48 volt, been sitting for years. So we know the batteries ain't no good. We already got a problem. That spindle right there is locked up. See if I can get this belt off of this stupid thing. Gosh, everything's frozen. Holy crap.